Florida is the hottest place I've ever been, and I've lived in Las Vegas. The sun feel. I don't even want to talk about it, but anyways.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Sinclair Hills Road.
I gotta go. I don't got to, but I'm gonna go get my puppy for a little bit. I got a little bit of time before I drive out to my next one, and while I'm kind of 10 minutes away, I figure I'll go see my dog. He's sitting on the couch. I wish he wasn't car sick. I'd bring him with me. I would bring him with me to work.
Sinclair Hills Road.
I hope everybody's having a lovely day. I was watching a video of Patty Pimblett talking to GSP, and GSP was talking about like something, and he goes, yeah, well, a lot of people thought, now for those that don't know, GSP fought a fight against Johnny Hendricks and for the belt, and GSP being the champion. Johnny Hendricks beat him up so bad in the fight. I've never seen GSP busted up like that from what I remember. He was, both his eyes were black and blue. I think his nose is broken. And he's like, well, people think I lost that fight. It's like the judges, it's all rigged with betting and bullshit. I could tell you that. Anybody could tell you that without, I don't even, it's just a big fucking hologram, the whole entire thing. But, he's talking about like saying that he doesn't feel like he lost the fight. And just the fucking delusion that people have and the pride, like people can't accept that they lost, and it's so dangerous because you've got fighters like Tony Ferguson, you got fighters like Diego Sanchez, BJ Penn, even Chuck Liddell, like they still think, not all of them still, but Tony Ferguson, he just can't let it, he just can't let it go. I do not even understand what he's, I don't understand what he's thinking, you know what I mean? Like, he obviously isn't. This guy is, like, obviously smoking crack and coke and freebasing, thinking that the FBI's inside his walls and ripping his house apart in the walls and the drywall and jumping out of moving cars. And I just don't know, like, what point do we see with people like him and John Jones and Conor McGregor, where in any other profession, whether it's the NFL or anywhere, they would say, you're fucking done. You know what I mean? Like, nobody should license Tony Ferguson to fight. A quick Google search, lots, 8 of his last fights. Or more. I don't even know. But it's like, and then GSP, who pretends not to be, I'm just so, I guess you have to know that they're all performance-enhancing drug users and they pretend not to be. I just, like listening to Dan Henderson yesterday on a podcast with Patty Pimblett near the end. He talked about how he was using TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, for those that aren't in the loop. And then they stopped letting them take it, the UFC, and so he had to stop taking it. There's no fucking way, bro, at your age, 30-something years old, that you were taking testosterone for that long of a fucking time, and you just stopped cold turkey. You know what I mean? There's no way that you just stopped cold turkey. It's just not even possible. I don't know what people are. I don't even know why. These people are so used to lying. They're so fucking used to lying that the truth, like it says in the Bible, the truth is not in them at all. When money and millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars are involved, whether it's politics, football, anything, gambling, corruption, sex, everything, if there's any way that somebody can get a fucking edge on somebody, And they can, even the people that don't look like they're taking like peptides and SARMs and fucking growth hormone and stem cells and whatever, modulators for their metabolism, certain drugs that mask PEDs, IVs, you know, like, people are just, I don't know, I'm just so tired of people acting like, I don't know, just hearing it come out of, you know, because they think that they're fooling you. They are fooling some people, you know? Like, fighters like Michael Bisping, who fought Vitor Belfort, who was a fucking juice monster. I don't believe Michael Bisping was 100% a clean athlete. I don't believe any fighter in the UFC at any time. I don't care if it's Bryce Mitchell. I don't care who it is. I look at Paddy Pimblett and go, you know, look at Sean Strickland, you know, before and after. You know, like, you could tell there was a time where he probably wasn't taking much, and he probably was taking maintenance doses and maybe just some growth or whatever, but I guess you gotta lie to people. It should be called the Enhanced Fighting Championship. You know what I mean? That's what it really is. Everything from the... So Henderson was talking about, well, I was in the Olympics, you know, they're real, you know, so I have been subject to testing and this many times and X amount of times. And that. Bro, the Olympics is like a fucking thing that people do to test. I think the Olympics is just a fucking generic pool of athletes that are testing new steroids, you know what I mean? I don't believe, I don't know, man. People are liars. These fucking athletes are clowns. I mean, I guess, you know, people can't tell that Joe Rogan, his entire head, okay, Joe Rogan was a little dork. Where am I going? Fletcher? I guess I gotta go over here. Joe Rogan, who was a little ass dork, went from 150 pounds, 5'2", to looking like a miniature Brock Lesnar. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like the guy didn't work his ass off and this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, he obviously did the work, and, you know, I'm not saying you don't just take the shit and magic happens, okay? I mean, he obviously is disciplined and knows and has a good work ethic and diet and all of that shit. I'm not taking anything away from him physique-wise. But it's like the dude went from looking like Ken to like a G.I. Joe, you know, and then he's cosplaying as a UFC fighter. The dude did Taekwondo. You know, I know some nerd's gonna go, oh, he knocked some dude out. Wow. You know what I mean? He fucking karate, he watched the Karate Kid one too many times. I don't know. These people are just, I just get so fed up with people in the UFC. It's just, how much trash talk can you listen to? Like, they're just gonna keep, they're gonna keep giving you the same shit product, the same shit price, and the same shit events until you're fucking smart enough to cancel your subscription to this nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, John Jones is a piece of shit as a human. He's not a good father. He's not a good husband. He's not a good friend. He's not a good teammate. The dude belongs in prison, okay? That's where John Jones belongs, not the Hall of Fame.